Welcome again. As I've sat here this morning, meditating and pondering things as I do every morning, and many other times during the day often, I remembered what Dr. Mary used to say to me when we'd have some of our deep philosophical conversations. She used to say, "I've never seen anyone in my life look at things so deeply and from so many aspects, and think about things as deeply as you do." Today, the question that I'm considering is this one, which is the title, Is the Human Race at Perpetual War? As I said, I often consider profound questions, and this is one of them, and it's an important one as I look at the experience, the human experience, our human experience on this beautiful planet. What is the source of the wars we have fought century after century in at least the last few thousand years of our history? What is the source of all of this? A couple of days ago, I spoke about facing our personal underworld, and then yesterday I continued with facing our collective underworld. And this is the question that is birthed by those two considerations. As I face my role in my own experience, in creating my own experience, and as I face my own role in contributing to the collective, to the whole. I don't see myself any longer as disconnected from anyone or anything. If it's in my life, it's mine. I don't analyze and say, where is this coming from? Whose is it? If it's in my consciousness, it belongs to me. It's pure and simple. I'm not going to argue, well, it came from that person over there. No, they may be the catalyst or the window for me seeing the situation and asking the questions. But because it is my experience, it belongs only to me. I cannot scapegoat or put it off somewhere out there. And let me tell you, folks, the very propensity in the human family to do that very thing, to put it off out there, to assign the blame to someone else, that, I believe with all of my heart in this moment, is the source of why we are at war continuously for hundreds of years, even thousands of years on this planet. When I did the video, When Good People Do Nothing, the most popular video that I've put out over the last several weeks anyway, I hit the nail on the head in answering this question. Why is the human race at perpetual war? Because we as human beings settle into our comfort zones of what is familiar to us. And most of us have not asked the deep questions, the serious questions, the important questions. Not of ourselves at all. Most of us. We have been satisfied and content to blame someone else for the reality that we experience. It's someone else's fault, not mine. I'm one of the good people. If only they would get it. then we wouldn't have all these problems. Then I wouldn't have all these problems in my life. It's their fault. Can you see, folks, that as long as we are saying it's their fault, whoever the they are, whoever the scapegoat is, when we use scapegoating, we are in perpetual warfare against that other. It's not a matter, as so many people in the spiritual movement in our world today are doing, it's not a matter of not looking at what we don't like and denying it and hiding our heads in the sand. That's what we're doing. That is, I'm telling you, from my perspective, that is the cause of it all. Of everything that we're experiencing. When we refuse to look at something that is put in our experiential path, for whatever reason and justification we may give, when we refuse to look at those things, we perpetuate them. We don't end them. We continue them. Now you say, Ron, but I've been told that as long as I focus on something, that something will increase. And I know that's the rationale in our collective unconscious, and it's prevalent in our collective unconscious. And I believe it's wrong. I believe it's in error. I believe we've missed it. Sincerely, with all of my heart, I understand why we want to avoid the things we don't like. I understand why we want to build our fortresses around our heart and around our consciousness and not ask the serious questions, not consider the profundities of our own experience and our own role in creating that experience. I understand that because it's easy, because it's familiar. It's the way we've always thought. It's the way we've always seen. If we keep thinking what we've always thought and seeing the way we've always seen, we'll keep getting what we've always gotten. The ninth wave gives us an opportunity for something different, for something greater. But it requires something that is profound. It requires personal responsibility ultimately from each human being to co-create together a different world that is not at war, rather a world that is at peace and is able to truly love and transform the very world that we live in from one of perpetual war to one of everlasting peace. It's our choice. It's our choice, and we are being given the opportunity to make that choice freely, each one of us in our lives. I'm telling you, folks, what Spirit is telling me. I cannot any longer entertain the luxury of blaming someone else for what is happening in my world, from what I am aware of in my world. I can no longer blame anyone else. I must take full responsibility for my own life and everything that's in it. That's a tremendous challenge for me, and I know it's a tremendous challenge for most people. I know that. I know that. I'm part of the collective. I can feel what other people feel, and I can feel it as my own. I'm a 9 in the Enneagram. I'm a 9. I see myself in everyone and everything, and it's not difficult. In fact, it becomes easier as I allow myself to feel, to think, to observe, and I don't turn my head away, and I don't say, This isn't mine. This isn't mine. It's their fault. The scapegoating may have been part of the process, and it may have been an important part of our process. But it's a part of our process that we must transcend. And I'm asking Spirit to help me transcend it, so that perhaps, just perhaps, the love that I share every day will help you transcend the things in your life and take full responsibility for whatever is happening. Tomorrow is Memorial Day here in the United States. It's going to be a day that I'm going to remember the real warriors, the peaceful warriors, the mystics that have long told us the truth. I leave you with these thoughts this morning. Why do you have perpetual conflict in your life? It's not because you're focusing on the wrong things. Could it be that you're not taking responsibility? You're not seeing your own role? I think so, but consider it. Ask your higher self. Is what Ron is sharing with us the truth? Ask yourself. Don't believe anything that I say unless it's confirmed in your own being. And I love you wherever you are, and whatever conclusion you come to. And once again, I thank you for listening to my sharing with you. Namaste. God bless and have a great day. Thank you.